Will SGA be the first back-to-back MVP since Joker?
Nope.
Can you say no?
Because they're going to get him man his trophy back, goddamn.
It can't be like both of them?
No, he's going to get his man his goddamn trophy back. He should have got it last year. They're going to give it back to him. Like they did when they did with Joel. His numbers are better than they were last year. So
SGA got to come up off of it?
It was never his to begin with.
He won it last season.
It was never his, man.
It was a forced popularity.
Yeah, that's...
Everybody had predetermined who they wanted to be.
That's all that was.
Beforehand, and
That
you had
motherfucker
to not
come sit-
disappoint the people.
Motherfucker come sit right on our very couch, still games to play, that has an MVP vote,
Yes.
Yep.
and knew who he was voting for already.
Regardless.
Kenyon Martin just brought to light ESPN's bias against Nikola Jokic. We're going to take a trip down memory lane and go over exactly what Kenyon Martin is talking about. And it gets crazier every year. Think about this. Stephen A. hasn't voted for Jokic once since his first MVP.
Joel Embiid is my front runner.
I mean, it's over for me. It's no way. I'm just not gonna let people do that to SGA this year, okay? I don't give a damn. SGA was my MVP last year. He would be my MVP this year.
Should Jokic have won his third most valuable player award?
No.
The year the Nuggets had the number one seed and won the finals, Stephen A. had him third in the MVP race. That's right, he wasn't even second in 2023.
You serious?
Last year, the year that Jokic averaged a triple-double, he still didn't get his vote.
We're not appreciating the greatness of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, or Shea Butter, as Malika Andrews would say.
Stephen A. has voted for Joel Embiid twice, Shea twice, with Giannis ahead of him once. He ran a full campaign for Shea last year, declaring his vote in the middle of the season.
With games left to play.
He was also disappointed when Jokic won the MVP 2 years ago.
Should Jokic have won his third most valuable player award?
No, I have a vote. He did not get my vote.
And he wasn't the only one.
I don't like to rain on people's parade, but I'm not happy with this one.
I'd also like to point out, Jokic is the only MVP that gets this type of reaction when he wins. If any other superstar won, no one would care. There is nothing Jokic can do to change his mind.
Here's the true measure of value. What happens when you leave the court? They're a below average team when he leaves the floor. Oklahoma City's just above average. That is why you should be voting for Jokic over SGA.
I get where you're coming from. I appreciate the argument. Statistically, you're absolutely right. I don't give a damn.
When Jokic dropped a 60-point triple-double, he said that Shea was just more consistent.
Jokic the MVP.
You know what, Molly? No. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has been spectacular and spectacularly consistent.
But somehow, even worse than Stephen A. is Kendrick Perkins, who's never voted for Jokic, not even once. He's even put players like Jalen Brunson ahead of him.
Who?
Perk ran a campaign of his own, doing everything in his power to make sure Joel Embiid won MVP in 2023.
Are you sitting here and saying Nikola Jokic is having his numbers padded? Is that what you're saying?
You heard what the hell I said. Just because you may be rooting for someone of your own kind.
Look, no matter who you think should win, the job of the voters isn't to pick a player at the beginning of the season and ride with them the entire year like a fan.
Does SGA have a case for MVP over Jokic?
A case? He's getting my vote for MVP. I am not going to jump off that bandwagon.
With games left to play.
They're allowed predictions, but they're supposed to wait until the season is over and choose who they think had the best season. It didn't matter if Jokic had better numbers, he was more efficient, his team had more wins, or they were better with him than anyone else was with their team. No matter the circumstance, in these past 4 seasons where Jokic has been historic, he's never got their vote.
I don't give a damn.
Both Shea and Jokic somehow have better numbers than last year, leading their teams to the top 2 seeds in the West. Both are deserving MVPs who are dealing with injuries to their teams. But no matter how it unfolds, I'd imagine Jokic won't be on the top of either of these 2 ballots, just like he hasn't been in the last 4 seasons.
He has a vote. He came on his couch and told us who his vote was for. They still had games to play. So
It's obvious.
it's obvious.